We're going to start at the back of the mat, the feet underneath the hips. So the ankles, knees, hips are aligned. We're going to come into a roll down. So with your arms dangled down by your sides, you're going to bring your chin to the chest and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come to lower down, dangling in the arms, releasing in the head. Stay here for a breath in and for the breath out. Slowly begin to rise all the way up to a stand as you breathe in. Stay lifted and breathe out. Inhale here. Chin to chest slowly. Once again, roll all the way towards the floor as you breathe out. Stay, inhale. Stay for the exhale. One more time, slowly roll all the way up as you fill in your lungs, rising to stand. Stay for the breath out. Take an inhale. Roll down slowly as you exhale. This time, release your hands to the ground and begin to walk your hands forward. Come into a high push-up position in plank pose. You're looking just a little bit ahead of your mat. So the shoulders, hips, heels are in line. Feel your tailbone reach back towards the heels. Come to tap your right knee to the ground and lift the knee up. Tap the left knee to the ground and lift the knee, high push up. Right knee taps, extend the heel back. Left knee taps, extend the top of the heads forward. One more round. Right knee, lift, left knee, lift. Stay in a high plank. Breathe in. Gently release to your knees. Find child's pose. Let your knees come out wide. Big toes touch. Rest your forehead to the ground. Start to find your breath, the Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through your nose only. Slowing down the heart rate. I want to begin this evening by starting off with a story about a father and son. The story goes that the father took his son to the Mississippi River, and the son, looking into the river, asked his dad if the river was polluted. The father replied, "No, the river is only carrying the pollution. The river itself is pure." You see, our minds are like the river carrying things in it. If you identify with what the mind is carrying, whether it be thoughts, stories, beliefs, then you will think you are those things. However, if you identify with the pure consciousness within you, the pure river, and merely watch the thoughts as they float by, you will know you're simply carrying the thoughts, stories, and beliefs. They are not who you are. Today's practice is about the power of the witness. Use this moving meditation this evening as a place where you grow the witness. Slowly come to rise up onto your hands and knees, a tabletop posture. With your wrists under shoulders, knees underneath the hips, fan out the fingers, create big hands. Draw your belly into the spine, press into the hands so there's space between your ears and shoulders. Come to dip the navel and lift your chest to look up, coming into the cow posture. So here in this shape, you're drawing the chest through the arms, abdomen lightly engaged. It's like you've created a smile in the spine when you scoop your tailbone up. Now bring your chin to the chest and round, coming into cat. Press the floor away from you. Now dip your navel, draw the chest to the arms. Inhale, look up, tailbone scoops up. Chin to chest, round in your spine, breathe out. One more time, dip your navel, inhale, fill in your lungs, look up. Tuck toes, downward facing dog. Press your hip creases up and back. With a description, having your hands shoulder width distance and your feet hip distance apart. You'll look in between your feet and feel that scoop of the tailbone you just felt in the cow posture. Press into your hands to send your chest toward your upper thighs. And as you feel the widening of the sit bones, maybe a slight bend in the knees, your heels, they are heavy. They come towards the floor. Now look forward to your hands. Empty your breath and bring your feet to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes together to touch. Slide your palms to your shins. Look up in a halfway lift. Stay here. Now as your palms press into the shins, you're drawing the chest forward and you're creating length in your spine. Inner thighs rotate in and back. Stay here, observe your breath, inhale, and then fold. As the top of your head comes to the ground, your hands are going to wrap behind your legs, a hand to each ankle or a palm to each calf. Your brain comes down towards your feet. Now bend your knees, bring your arms by your ears, find yourself in chair pose. In chair pose, your weight shifts to your heels, your arms rise up, but your shoulders are down the back away from the ears. Squeezing the thighs together, tailbone tucks under, belly to spine. Take an inhale, straighten your legs, bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. Stay here, take an inhale and an exhale. Observe your breath's length and depth. Release your arms. Inhale, circle overhead, reach up. Hinge at your hips, fold forward and down, empty. Slide your palms to your shins, look up, halfway lift. Plant your hands to the ground, step back into a high push-up. Now, in a high push-up, you're going to shift forward. We're just going to do it this first time around so you feel this in the body. The shoulders come over the fingertips. You're going to lower halfway down so your elbows hug in. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders. You're looking forward. Flip your feet over. Come into up dog. So in up dog, you're drawing the chest through the arms. Your thighs are lifted as just the tops of your feet and your hands press into the floor. Exaggerate your shoulder blades in. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Stay in down dog for a full breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, look forward to your hands. Empty your breath entirely. Bring your feet to the top of your mat so your big toes come to meet. Palms to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Chest to thighs, fold forward. Chair pose. Breathe in. Stand, hands to heart. Breathe out. Reach overhead, fill in your lungs, look up. Hinge at your hip joints, fold forward and down. Come into a halfway lift, fill up. Plant your hands, step back to that high push-up, shift forward. It's a long exhale, lower halfway down. Flip your feet, inhale, up dog, lift in your chest. Downward facing dog, press your hips up and back. Stay here for a complete breath in and a breath out. Look forward, fill up. Empty, journey to the top of the mat, big toes come to meet. Halfway lift, create length. Fold, empty. Chair pose, breathe in. Hands to heart, stand, breathe out. Notice how the breath is the guide. Reach up, inhale, find your back bend. Hinge at your hips, fold forward, exhale, pause. Halfway lift, inhale. Hold, hands to ground, step back, shift forward. Notice the length of the exhale as you lower. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, press back. Stay for a complete breath in and a complete breath out. Bring your feet together, lift your right leg up into a one-legged down dog, all 5 toes flexed to floor. Really press into your hands and extend through the heel back like you can imprint your foot to the wall behind you. Stay here, inhale, and then come to step your right foot all the way in between the hands and pause here in this low runner's lunge. So the right knee is aligned directly over the ankle and your back heel is lifted. With your left hand to the floor, wrist under shoulder, rise your right arm up to the ceiling, coming into a low lunge twist or dragonfly twist. Allow your right shoulder and upper ribs to come back. Now stay here as you breathe in. Plant your right hand to the inside of your foot. Spin your left foot to the ground. We're going to come into extended variation. Left arm up. Now in our culture, we love to fix, analyze, and control just about everything. Stay here, breathe in. Plant your hand to the ground, pop up your back heel, breathe out. Right arm up as you inhale. Right hand to the floor, left foot pivots, exhale. Left arm back up, this variation of extended. Plant your hand to floor, pop up the back heel. Rise your right arm up as you inhale. Plant your right hand to floor, pause here. You're going to hobble the left foot in and straighten in your right leg. So your left heel is lifted, all 10 toes point forward. Fingertips to ground, inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Let's do that again. Halfway lift, breathe in, fold forward, breathe out. One more time, halfway lift. So we're just telling the back of the leg, fold forward. Now we're coming into this deep stretch. If you want to feel a little bit more, turn your fingertips to point behind you and crawl your fingers back. So since we habitually like to fix, control, and analyze everything, essentially meaning we like to keep things the way we like. What we learn in this practice of yoga is this idea of the witness. Having this ability to watch your thoughts, to watch your emotional disturbances, to witness how you act. Stay here and take a full breath in and a full breath out. Go ahead and for those with fingertips back, crawl forward, bend in your right knee, step your left foot forward so your feet are hip distance apart. Take your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, come into a halfway lift, and then fold forward, top of the head down, arms bend out to the sides. Bring your brain down towards your feet. So I want you today in this practice to witness, grow your ability to be a witness. Watch yourself act and respond. This power of this witness is to, in a way, distance yourself from yourself. Go ahead and release your feet. Come into a halfway lift. You can just keep your feet as they are. You're going to plant your hands to the ground. Step your right foot back. We're going to come into that pyramid. Straighten in your left leg so you're not in a deep stance back, but the heel, right heel is lifted. Feel your right hip come forward, left hip come back. Come into a halfway lift, engage your leg, and then fold belly button to thigh. We'll do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward, hips back, fold, breathe out. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Now exhale, fold and hold. Stay here. Option to keep fingers as they are. Turn your fingers to point behind you and crawl them back. The process and the practice of yoga can be summed up as disentanglement. This is the art of disentanglement from the over-identification of the ego. In other words, you're not just your mind nor your body. And oftentimes your thoughts, they're not always correct. You are so much more than this. For those with fingertips back, go ahead and turn them forward. Bend in your knee. Shimmy your right foot back so you're in this low lunge with length in the back leg. Right hand down, left arm up. Deborah Adele, in her book, The Yamas and Niyamas, she says the profoundness of this watching is that you begin to know yourself as something different than who you thought you were. And it's this ability to watch that begins to bring healing into your life. Stay here, breathe in. Plant your hand to the inside of your foot. Pivot your right foot to the ground, left hand down, right arm up. Experience the length in your spine. Open in the chest. Stay here, reach up, inhale. Plant your right hand down, lift your back heel, exhale. Left arm up, return to dragonfly twist. Plant your hand to the floor, pivot your right foot to the ground. Right arm up, inhale. Right hand down, back heel lifts, exhale. Left arm up, inhale. Go ahead and plant your hand down and pause. We're going to come into a high plank position. Step that left foot back. Shift forward, inhale, lower halfway, exhale. Flip the feet, up dog or baby cobra, breathe in. Down dog, exhale, press your hips up and back. Stay for a complete breath in and a complete breath out. Bring your feet together, lift your right leg up, toes flexed to floor. Come to step the right foot all the way through in between your hands, right knee over ankle, back heel is lifted. Inner thighs are coming towards one another. Rise your arms up, crescent lunge. Take a deep breath and feel the coolness and the calmness spread through your body. As you breathe out, let any cares and worries flow out. Let them flood out of you. Take one more inhale. Plant your hands to the floor, step the right foot back. Option to keep it lifted as you shift and lower. Elbows hug into ribs. Flip the feet, chest forward, legs back into up dog. Hips press back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, breathing in. Step all the way through in between your hands, align your knee over ankle. Back heel is lifted. So just find the foundation in your legs. And then rise your arms up to stack shoulders over the hips. Release your shoulders down, your palms face each other. Rotate your pinkies in and your thumbs out. You're bursting the hands open. Your right hamstring and glute extends back. Inner thighs come in. Take a full breath in. Plant your hands to the floor. Step the left foot back. Lightly shift forward, lower. Inhale, up dog. Shoulder blades exaggerate in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up high. Inhale. Step your right foot in between your hands, knee over ankle. Exhale. Arms overhead. Breathe in. Plant your hands to the floor. Step back. Shift and lower. It's a long breath out. Flip the feet. Inhale. Lift your chest. Notice that pause. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Hold. Left leg to ceiling. Breathe in. Step through your hands. Breathe out. Rise to crescent. 2, 3, 4. Hands to ground. Step back. Ride the breath. High to low. Up dog. 2, 3, 4. Down dog. 2, 3, 4. Right leg lifts. Step through. 2, 3, 4. Rise crescent. Hands to the ground. Go ahead and take the Vinyasa. and the left side into crescent lunge on your own. Observe your breath's length and depth as it's the guide of the practice. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Go ahead and bring your feet together. Lift your right leg up high. Come to re-step the foot in between your hands and keep the back heel lifted. Return to a crescent lunge. Rise your arms up. Stay here and release your shoulders down the back. Now, we're going to hinge forward at the hips and airplane the arms back. So as you extend through the arms back, the crown of your head comes forward. Top of the head forward, left heel back. Preparing for a warrior 3 airplane pose, you're going to launch forward, lifting your left leg and bringing your arms by your ears. So lift your back leg, bring your arms forward. There can be a slight bend in that standing leg to help you with this shape and balance. Extend through the heels, settle the left hip down. Now you're going to take an inhale. We're going to come into warrior 2. So move mindfully and with awareness to step your left foot to the back of the mat. As your arms extend out from the midline, right knee is positioned directly over your ankle. Reach forward and back, hug your shoulder blades in. Tuck the tailbone under. Feel this zip of the belly button up and into the spine. Now, reach forward so there's length on your side, and then bring your right forearm to your right thigh and your left arm over your head. Rotate your chest up. Space between the ear and shoulder if you maintain this with the forearm onto the thigh. We're all experiencing length in the right side. Press to the outer edge of your left pinky side of the toe to floor. Now you're going to maintain this bend in your knee and reverse your warrior. So keep this deep lunge, rise your right arm up and back, left hand down the leg. Conscious breath. Breathing in and out through the nose helps you to step back from the stream of thinking. Stay here, breathe in and reverse warrior. Now windmill your hands to the ground, back heel pops up, step the right foot back, shift forward and lower. Big hands looking forward, up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg lifts, the full extension comes at that natural pause in your breath, and then step all the way through. Come back into crescent lunge and hold here. Now, hinging at the hips, coming forward, airplane the arms back. Your palms, they face one another. By drawing your palms in, your chest opens. Now hear that oceanic sound in the back of your throat. Beginning to prepare for warrior 3 airplane, you're going to launch forward, lifting your right leg and bringing your arms by the ears. It's like a Darth Vader breath, but not as aggressive. A sound on both the breath in and out. Now very slowly, in a cautious transition, find yourself in warrior 2. Bring the right arm back, left arm forward. So when you glance down, have a heel to arch alignment. You're going to press into your feet like you're going to rip your yoga mat apart. And your eyes are set past your left middle finger. Now reach forward so there's length on your left side, and then find extended side angle. Now you're going to keep the knee over the ankle. In reverse warrior, left arm will reach up and behind you, opening up the left side of your body. Aim your knee towards your pinky toe to the left side of your yoga mat. Keep length on your right side. Really fill all the way up as you breathe in. Windmill your hands to the ground, back heel lift. Step that left foot back lightly, come forward and lower. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and gently release down onto your knees. Just take a few breaths in child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes touch, hips to heels, forehead to ground. I want you to take a few breaths to center yourself. Close your eyes and imagine yourself sitting on the banks of a river. Watch the river as it flows by. Watch the water as it rolls past you downstream. Focus all of your attention on the flowing water. Watch the ripples in the surface of the water be one with the river. If thoughts arise, place them in the river and watch the current carry them away. Let the river take all of your thoughts as you pause in this moment to drift into a place of meditation. I want you to become a witness of your awareness. Not the body, not the senses, not the mind, nothing but awareness. Become aware that you are observing yourself. Look within and be aware of the one who is looking. Go ahead and come to rise up onto hands and knees. Tabletop posture, wrists under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Big hands. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift your hip creases up and back. Allowing this to be a continued meditation in motion. Feet together, lift your right leg up high, breathe in. The emphasis is the need to not hurry. Step all the way through, knee over ankle, back heel lifted. Arms rise overhead, crescent. Lean forward and airplane your arms back behind you. Launch into warrior 3 airplane. Lift your back leg, arms by the ears, inhale. Find warrior 2, exhale. Just reach forward, breathe in. Extended side angle, forearm to thigh, left arm over, breathe out. Keep your lower body, reverse warrior, right arm up and back, breathe in. Windmill twist your hands to floor, back heel lift, step back, shift forward and lower. Flip the feet, inhale. Press back, downward facing dog, big hands, exhale. Left leg lifts, breathe in. Step through your hands, knee over ankle, back heel lifted, out breath. Arms overhead, crescent. Lean forward, airplane your arms back. Warrior 3, breathe in. Warrior 2, breathe out. Reach forward, inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Windmill, twist your hands to ground, back heel lift, step back. Now you can always skip this chaturanga and go straight into down dog. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, breathe in. Step through, breathe out. Crescent lunge, rise. Lean forward, airplane the arms back. Warrior 3, launch. Warrior 2, move with ease. Reach forward, inhale. Extended side angle, exhale. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Stay as the witness to your experience, hands to ground. Step back, high to low. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg lifts. Step all the way through. Crescent lunge, rise. Lean forward, airplane the arms back. Warrior 3, lift your back leg, arms by ears. Warrior 2, open in the hips, extend the arms. Reach, inhale, extended, exhale. Reverse, breathe in. Windmill twist, your hands to ground, back heel lift, step back, slide and lower. Inhale up, exhale back. Stay in down dog for a full breath in and gently release to your knees. Come to walk your hands in and sit all the way up to stack your shoulders directly over your hips. Turn your weight to one side. Swing your legs forward in front of you. We're going to come into a seated wide-legged straddle, so I'll turn to face you. We're going to bring the legs out from the midline, and you can scoot a little bit forward so your heels come apart. Go ahead and shake out in the feet. You'll let this be yin, so letting go of any muscular effort behind the legs. When you're ready, you'll begin to walk your hands forward, and you'll connect to your breath. As a witness, observe its length and depth. Close your eyes and go to the place right in between your forehead, the space that's often referred to as the third eye center. Imagine there's a flaming light. Find that light, and you will see in its center a small golden egg, very bright and shimmery. This profoundness of watching is that you begin to know yourself as something different than who you thought you were. Knowing that you aren't who you thought you were begins to open up the possibility of knowing your true self. Go ahead and slowly come to sit all the way up to stack your shoulders directly over your hips. Come into butterfly, let the soles of your feet come together. We're going to let this be a little bit more active. You're going to slide your heels close into your pelvic floor. And since we're in a book club on the yoga mat, bring your hands to your feet and then begin to peel your feet apart like you're opening up a book. When you do this, your knees fall closer towards the floor. You'll wrap your hands around your feet, and I want you to maintain length as you have the sit bones pressed down and back. Just begin to hinge at your hips, bringing your chest forward and down. Keep your neck neutral to your spine. Shoulders away from your ears. Space between your top and bottom teeth. Anytime a thought arises, just become aware of it. But here's the thing, don't get emotionally involved. Let it continue to float by, bringing your awareness back to your breath. As you're going to slowly come to sit all the way up to stack shoulders over hips. Bring your hands to the outer of the knees. Bring them in together. Wrap your hands around your knees and your shins. Sit up tall. And then let your forehead come towards the knees. And then as you're going to lift your head back to center, come into an easy cross-legged position. Getting yourself comfortable, let your arms come to dangle by your sides, your palms face forward, sit up tall. You're going to circle your arms over your head to reach up, to stack your wrists directly over the shoulders. Turn your palms to face down, and then like wings, release your arms just the same way they travel. Bring your arms back down towards the floor by your sides. Do that again. Circle your arms overhead, breathe in, stacking the wrist over shoulders. Palms face down, release your arms by your sides, breathe out. This time, reach out and up overhead, breathing in. Take a spine twist to your right. Bring your left hand to your right knee and your right fingertips to the floor. Stay here, inhale. Stay here, rotate, look back as you exhale. Now smoothly come back to the center, rise your arms up, torso is forward, and then switch, take it over to your left. Stay here, take a breath in. Stay here, rotate, look back, breathe out. Let's do that one more time through. Inhale, rise your arms up, center. Exhale, take it to your right. Stay here, inhale. Stay here, twist, exhale. Rise your arms up to the center, press down into sit bones. Breathe out and take it over to your left. Stay, fill up. Stay here and empty. Come back to return your arms overhead. So smoothly bring your torso forward. Bring your right palm to face to the floor and release your right hand to the ground. And then tilt over to the right. Maintain your left sit bone to the floor. Rotate your chest up. And then come up and sit up as you inhale. And switch. Left hand down, right arm over your head. You can look down to the ground, forward or up. Let's do that one more time through. Rise up, center, inhale. Right hand to ground, left arm overhead, exhale. Come back to the center, sit up tall, arms out as a T. Left hand down, right arm over, breathe out. This time, come up to the center, arms as a T, breathe in. Bring your hands to the heart, breathe out. Close your eyes, take a full inhale. And an open mouth exhale. from the love in my heart to the love in yours. We rest our thumbs to forehead as a symbol of respect for one another, and we'll bow together and we'll say, Namaste.